Hey, so where I usually start this start is I always just start with my journal of the trading. So first of all, I have to classify. Okay, do I have to do any to-dos, any important work outside of trading? As I've classified that, or I didn't classify what has to be done, I basically just go immediately over the work to trading. First things first, I always start with my private journal. Just go over what actually happened yesterday. What notes did I take? Don't even like journal or like go over the entire journal. I just go over the important things from yesterday. Okay, what trade was I looking to take? Why didn't I take it? For example, this year this was the only trade that I was looking at take, but I didn't. Yeah, there was like no volatility, no volume at all, basically no liquidity in the market, which was quite, how do you say, it was quite boring day considering it was the start of the FOMC week. So got a good realization around the concept of providing value or over delivering in a business in general, and therefore I created the Loom. I'm going to post it right here, and basically also the PDF of my day yesterday, so everybody's in track. Basically do that for every single day, and then out of that I create the next day, which is today, and yeah, that's essentially it. Let's get to work. Recording myself today. Upload a YouTube video later. Just because I wanted to do that. I was recording my day, so I was just like, hey, might as well just do a vlog. I'm enjoying watching them, especially enjoying watching them in retrospect. So yeah. Second step after that usually is just going to the report card and seeing okay, what did I actually do already? Basically, before the majority of my trading is happening, I just go over the most important to-dos, which is kind of like the anchor routine. So I just always check those. For example, if I meditated, like really. So this is all very personal in the sense interpretation, as it's easy to say, hey, this is what happened. Yeah, I did this and reason it. But from me, I specifically describe it, so there are like adjectives that I can resonate with to say, did I do it, yes or no? Because if I exercise, I'm like, okay, well, I walk to the coffee, which is 2 meters away. This is considered an exercise in some regards, and then I would tick the box. But did I really, like from how I defined exercise? Today I actually did, yeah. I went to the gym yesterday as well, the day before. I've been quite consistent with it. With meditation, on the other hand, I haven't been, and I realized I was just like saying, did I meditate? And so I just added this year, which is kind of like another frame, which is basically saying, like, really, did you really do that? And going through this, I always just look at the first meal that I touch on. I just want this to be clean. This kind of like sets the standard of how I usually eat after that. And then also report card and private journal reviewed intensely. So I basically go over my private journal, the entirety of my entries, skim through them as the progress. I basically just mark up when I go over it again the red things that I find in context to what I have to develop. And yeah, that's essentially it where I start. Additionally to that, I also have my health Excel sheet that I always start in the morning. So I just measure my blood pressure, I measure my weight, I measure how I slept, great leg training. I'm going to drink a coffee today. Yes, I did meditate. Yes. As you can see here, the last few days I haven't been consistent with reading a book just because I'm like, oh, what book should I even read? Like, what do I need? I just need work right now. I don't need book. Then I also did, I think I did 35 push-ups. So nice to get back on that. Yeah, so finish on this year, finish on this year. We'll continue this year as a private or like as a more in-depth. And yeah, this is essentially where I am, and how the way I continue is I just go over my report card and basically plan the day. Okay, what is actually going to happen today? After doing this, the to-dos essentially, because I have collected number of to-dos over time, like in the hundreds. I know usually how much time they take, so what I'm able to do is I can plan my day, That usually happens before 9 o'clock, and then basically I just mark out the day, what happened or what I have to do. As you can see, yesterday I was inconsistent, 2 days ago I was well inconsistent, here as well inconsistent, but here I was more consistent, but I have to do this again. This structures my day, so I have to do it. So now I'm going to plan the day, plan to-dos, and then I'm going to get into trading because I don't have any business-related to-dos right now. So yeah, that's essentially where I am. And from here on, it's just trading-related to-dos. For example, what I want to backtest on, what I want to take a look at. I want to review a call, take out the most important notes. I want to review my one-on-one call with Thomas, which was 1 hour long, and take notes, realign myself to my future identity, with what focus do I want to perform these activities, and then just go on and trade. As I told myself, I want to have a little bit more screen time. Here didn't have enough screen time, took a lot of time off, more screen time, and if I don't know what to do, I just backtest Momo reversals at key high time frame level. So one thing I can already say is I'm very happy and I'm very proud of myself how precise these entries were yesterday. Really, really cool. This is essentially it for now. I'll keep you guys updated if there's anything interesting to update on. Cheers. Hey, so just a couple minutes ago I did actually take a trade here on the river. Essentially I analyzed it right around this point here. Was looking at it precisely. I've been also documenting the time I started looking at, like what time did I start analyzing this trade. It was 10:14, and essentially 1 hour later, around about 50 minutes later, I took the trade. It was essentially from the previous 1 hour low. We broke the structure. It was momentum short. Good on my rating. I looked at the red flags of the green flags, and actually that's not a red flag. That's just what I took this with. It was a good trade. I took it at half risk of the half risk, so 0.25% risk. Just to ease into it, as with the data analyzing it, I've realized that 60% of my first trades of the day are always losers. So if I just reduce the risk on that, it's just going to have a positive effect on my EV. Just wanted to share this with you. Oh, Korean fried chicken. Here we go. Ah, nice. Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. That's a really good point. The thing that is going through my mind is I don't know how. I don't even know how to ask the question. Why am I not backtesting? Why don't I find it rewarding? Maybe I don't know how to backtest. Maybe I don't know what element I like rewarding and how to replicate it. I don't really know where to start, because right now it's just very zombie, and it's just like I just have to do it. But it's really not reinforcing. I think this is actually the really key point that you just nailed. I think I just have to find out which backtest type is rewarding, in the sense of which one is giving me feedback that I can work on, which is giving me the feedback of muscles are coming from here. Like for example, if I train, my finger is going to cramp, but I'm knowing now, okay, that doesn't really build me muscle. It just hurts. I'm never going to do that. That's stupid. And I think I'm currently just training my finger, and I'm like, oh my God, I just have to do it. And maybe I don't know why cramping the finger is important, because I call this backtest because it is muscle training, but it's not really backtesting. It's not really muscle training.